Back in, everybody. If you're jumping back in for the live for a minute, this is just the after show. We'll call this after show bullshitting.
Pretty much, we just talking the shit.
Yeah, we just talking about these matches, getting it in for a minute. So yeah, if you see me up here, you're free to chime in the chat and everything. But yeah, man, like we were saying, Big Lou and OG Bishop Friedman, man, yeah, like
Yes.
that's definitely one we gotta run back because of course the Super Dragon Wrestling Dragon Continental title has a rule that says so first and foremost. You gotta run it back for that damn belt. And then on top of that, just it's not over between Big Lou and Bishop Friedman, not by a long shot, man. Like these guys are just like what I mean. Like this is a feud brewing. What's up, AJ? We're just sitting here shooting the shit for the after show here, bro. Glad you jumped in.
And one thing I will say this too.
Oh, my man Seth. Hey,
Bishop-
Seth, man, you missed a hell of a show, bro. You should have been here.
Oh yes, it was a great show, sir.
That's my man Seth, who I made Seth Severin for. Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that's
the
what's
American Reaper. Yeah, that's my man Seth Fry. Yo, he's cool as fuck.
Oh,
Speaking
he
of
was
which,
in that match. Oh, we're gonna get
let's go down to that real quick. Let's go down to that. My man Will Icon winning the Dragon Television Championship. There's a little bit of a rivalry, I would say, though, going on between Mr. Severin and Drago Walker. I mean, Drago. Sure
they were facing each other most of the match.
Yeah, literally the majority of the match, it was all Seth and Drago. You know what I mean? Like Drago making sure to be the man to eliminate Seth. And yeah, he said he was going to lose it. He said he was going to lose it, and that's probably because yes, Seth and Drago both are starting to slowly move up to the world title picture. And they're in world title contendership already. So that's what I'm saying. See, what I was just talking about when it comes to Akane and Buster and everybody else earlier. There's a lot of hungry competition for that Super Dragon World title, man. Like, that title picture is off the hook right now. And yes, like I said, Seth and Drago are two guys in that title picture right now. But let's not forget some guys here in the television title picture and division. My man Kay Wilson and Will Icon rehashing that match that they had earlier on Smoking with Mell-O Wrestling in these last couple weeks, man. Like, my goodness, they revisited almost everything they did in that match in this one. And then look at this. Will fucking Icon walking away with the Dragon Television title, my dude. Like, yeah, let's talk about it.
So you gotta give Mr. Icon his credit. He's a former television champion over here in Dragon Pro.
Yeah.
He's a former South American champion, former world champion. Hopped the plane over here. Not even hopped the plane, took a cab to go around the corner. Won it. Over here. Now his third.
Right.
They making a name for themselves.
Hell yeah. Seth, you got to get an Xbox, bro. That way I can get you up on the party chat, because that's how I do it, man. I just don't have it through the Discord. Like, I tried doing it through the Discord. My Discord, for some reason, the audio, is, way too low on there. I have to figure that out. But, yeah, man, dude, it was just absolutely amazing. These four men tore the house down tonight. The Fatal 4-Way was off the chain. I can't wait to see what Drago and Seth have in store for not only each other, but for the entire world title division. Because, they're going to be competing with some of those guys in the next couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Because we're going to chill out on so many of the title matches and kind of, see who's, floating around the division to see who we can move up and everything. And, oh, well, look up Ice Cold Black 420, bro, and send me a friend request. Ice Cold Black 420, all lowercase, bro. like for the letters, and then of course 420 for the numbers. And it's all ran together. No spaces, no underscores, nothing. You'll find me real quick. But, yeah. Dude, like I said, this here tore it down. Can't wait to see these four men, you know what I mean, in the future. I want to go back, though, to that opener, man. We were talking about it. I want to talk about it right here. He's going to add me right now. That's what's up. Man, Curtis Clark and Buster Anderson. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes here tonight. But Curtis Clark had a different fire in him tonight. There was something about that loss that he took that it just did not settle with him the right way. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't.
And yeah, like he just came out absolutely ruthless against Buster Anderson, who's known for his ruthlessness. That's what was crazy. Classic Curtis Clark is known for his classic wrestling skills. That's what threw me all the way off in this one. I could not believe it. I'm like, what the heck do we got going on here? You know what I mean? And there's your winner, though. Curtis Clark getting the W here tonight. Like, I could not believe it.
Sometimes you gotta dig deep.
Word, yep. If you found me, bro, then go ahead and send me a friend request. As soon as it pops up, I'll add you. But, like, yeah, man, this was just off the chain. And I can't even wait to see these two run it back. Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't Buster still a part of the Television Classic?
No. Buster has moved from the Television Classic because Buster, like we already talked about earlier, Buster has to move to my King of the Iron Fist tournament.
Okay. That's even better. Better opportunities for Buster. He's finally getting away from these smaller titles. He's a main event guy anyway. I don't know why he's even wasting his time with television championships. It's like, dude, like, guys like him, guys like Akane, this is what I'm saying from earlier. Guys like Will Icon, you know what I mean? Like, even Curtis himself, because after this run, it's time for him to move up. He's already proved, like, man, like, he does this television title thing. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm saying, like, these guys are future superstars. We need to start moving them up. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of future superstars, let's jump ahead a little bit and let's talk about it right here. Jaquil, Ultimo, Primetime JoJo, man. What a fucking match. Hated the fact that the lighting was off. But these men tore it down even under the dim lights. Okay? True dark match, only it was recorded.
And all I gotta say is, it's only a matter of time before he takes that up.
It's only a matter of time before Jaquil tastes any type of gold here in Smoking with Mell-O Wrestling. He's just inches away from some gold. Word, my boy sent the request. There it comes. Yes, King Break 157. I'm going to go ahead and add him so that I can bring him into the conversation. That would be awesome. Where is my inbox? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Friend request. One pending. One pending.
Talk about that match. That was the reason why the lights were out.
Oh, yeah, we'll get back to that here in a minute. Let me continue about this one here in a second. Let me invite my boy to my party here so he can join us up on the commentating. My man Seth. Hey, shout out to everybody joining in for the after show yap. Love y'all for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Oh, word. Seth, turn your party audio on, my guy. Oh. You know what? I didn't turn the party audio on for this live stream. So I don't think anybody has heard you right now there, GM Davis, and I apologize.
No, I heard.
Oh, you okay, probably because
I can hear myself through my laptop.
There we go.
Include my audio. Alright, I'm in.
There we go. Everybody's in. What's up, Seth? What's happening with
What's
you?
going on?
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, before we
Congratulations.
continue talking about this light heavyweight title match, then let's go back to your match, man. Like,
Yeah.
what? Why we got you in here? What is the beef with Drago Walker?
There's a lot of beef, I can tell you that.
Okay, well, then, explain what's been going on between you two. What's been happening
So,
backstage? Like,
I think backstage, we both had a conversation. We're both aiming for the heavyweight title.
yeah,
We're both aiming for it, and as soon as that match started, you know he wanted to target me and get me out because he knows that I was going to get him first.
yes, and you're absolutely right. And he was the man to eliminate you from the match.
He was,
So,
he was.
Crazy stuff there. OG on a 3-stream streak. Shout out to OG. OG, we'll get up with you here in a second because I need to talk to you about what happened with Big Lou here in a minute. But yes, Seth. What was the point of even winning the Dragon Television Championship, though? I mean, like you're so above this title. What made you want the Dragon Television Championship?
I wanted to prove that any title or any contender in my way, I can dominate. I can win any title, as you saw. Before I swapped to this show, I was the Dragon Continental Champion for some time, but that I'll save that for another.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about that earlier tonight in the match.
Yes,
how
we
you
were.
define the Dragon Continental division around here. I've mentioned it plenty of times. Like, this is the longest reigning Dragon Continental Champion in the history of the belt, and the only 3-time Dragon Continental Champion in the history.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I think it was time to, when I got that title, it was really nice. I loved it. You know, but I thought it was time to pass the torch to some of the younger or more or less experienced wrestlers.
Yeah, and you absolutely did that, and we appreciate you for that here. But now, while we still got you here, what are your plans for that world title division, especially now that Byron Parsons sits atop of the division?
As of right now where I sit, I have my eyes still on that title. Byron Parsons, I'm coming for you, just saying. But right now, I have my focus on it. On the title. Yeah, pause. Pause. But I think before I even have to go for that title, I gotta deal with Drago Walker.
Okay,
you know,
so does that mean you're challenging Drago Walker?
I am laying the challenge down one-on-one.
One-on-one with Drago Walker? You know what, sir? You got it. This week, Super Dragon Wrestling, we will see Seth Severin one-on-one with Drago Walker. Cannot wait for that.
You know, now that I have you here, I'd like to up the stakes a little bit. It's not just gonna be any one-on-one.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the stakes in, and I'm challenging Drago Walker one-on-one next week to a last man standing.
Last man standing match this coming week on Super Dragon Wrestling. Yes, I am getting the telepathic word from Drago himself that he accepts full on. He's ready for you. He does not mind. He's ready to throw down anytime. He's going to show you what the new brood is about, is what he is saying.
If that is okay, I mean, I'm talking to the GM. I'd like to make this the last man standing, but the winner will be the #1 contender for the title.
I can't do that. I cannot do that only because There are 3 people in front of you right now.
And
Well,
I am
That
one
in
of
front
them.
of you and Drago both that are
I'm
going
not
to
And I'll
worried
tell you
about.
what. You
I'm
know
not worried
what?
about
I'll tell
anybody.
you what. All right, then don't worry about us because I tell you what. Y'all run that match, and whoever wins, come. I'll have them next. How about that?
Yes,
I'm
because
down.
CJ
I'm down.
Frost is the current #1 contender to the World
Well,
Championship.
that I'm
Well,
here.
actually, no, he's not right
No,
now.
I'm not.
That just
I'm
got
number.
moved.
I should be number 2.
He's the #2 contender. The #1 contender to that title right now is Buster Anderson, the former champion.
Okay,
Hey,
well, I'll say it
I'll
now.
let
Drago is not taking this win away from me. I have my eyes on that title, and once I'm done with Drago, Walker,
But
yes.
hold up. Before you even go on, this just got bigger than you and Drago. And you just didn't even realize it in front of you. This just got bigger than you and Drago. So I have to scratch that match. I have to. And there's a reason. Because there are a couple other men that are ready to compete for that title in that same square as you guys. So this is what I'm going to have to do. We're going to have ourselves a little fatal
Royal?
5-way action. Yes, we're about to have a little fatal 5-way. Extreme Rules. Winner becomes the #1 contender to the Super Dragon Wrestling World Championship. It will be Seth Severick,
Yes, sir.
Drago Walker, CJ Frost, Akane, and the Man Beast Mercer. Fatal 5-way Extreme Rules #1 contender match. The winner is the Nole next in line after the Buster Anderson Byron Parsons match in the same night. Whoever walks away with that title, your #1 contender, will be one of those 5 men.
I'll tell you now, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard fight.
And I mean later on in that week. I said that night, my fault.
No,
Because
you're
it will
good.
be Buster Anderson getting his rematch against Byron Parsons as the main event on Smoke Break Showdown this coming week.
Well, I'm glad to be involved in the after party.
Oh yes, sir. And yes, you know where we'll also be having Smoking with Mell-O Wrestling this week. And as always, it will be live from the dynamic Tokyo Theater in Tokyo, Japan. Cannot wait for that one. Always a great time. Always a great after party when we're hanging out with Dragon Pro Wrestling.
And like I said, invitations are always out. Go right down the street at the Tokyo Dome.
Oh yes, right down the street from the Tokyo Dome is the home of Smoking with Mell-O Wrestling. We are talking about the famous dynamic Tokyo Theater. Yes. Ready to throw down anytime. And my goodness, Seth, I appreciate you stepping up here with us. We're going to talk about some more matches here. Let's go while we got my man OG in here. I want to talk about his match. OG, let us know what happened here, man. What went on? Like, my goodness, this should have been a win for you, brother. We were all pulling for you, and Big Blue is now the double champion, bro. What happened?
I had OG. I was rooting for you, my boy. You talked all that shit. I was believing in the OG.
I was too.
Everybody was believing in the OG, man. Like, I was over here like, come on, yo, OG got this shit, yo. Ain't no way he's gonna lose the Big Blue tonight. You know what I mean? But I guess things happen for a reason, right?
They do.
And believe it or not, when Big Lou decides that he turns his attention on that Super Dragon title, things might get a little interesting on that one too.
Oh, it might.
That's a big dude.
Oh yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, OG is still in contendership for some gold around here too, and he also gets his rematch here soon. So we got to be on the lookout for the rematch for OG Bishop Freeman. But I'm sure he's leaving us a comment here. We're trying to let us know what happened. I'm just trying to keep the chatter going for a minute. My God, man, it was an awesome match, though, man. Yep. Okay. He said, I can tell you the truth. I don't know how, what happened. I had it in hands, but something up with the referee and Big Lou. Don't know if they include or what, but the way that Big Lou was reversing and just blocking and not selling none of my moves, I don't know if he's on steroids or what. You know what, brother? I hate to be inclined to agree with you. The referee with the fast count earlier, I mean, the shenanigans were kind of in, but it's not going to happen here this week.
You had it.
Coming up
But
for the
you had
Dragon
it.
Continental title rematch.
You had him at 8,
He had it.
and then you hit him and picked him up. Why?
But yes, that was crazy. Why would you have him at 8 and then you pick him up? Like, why?
I don't know what to say about that either. I was like,
You're right. The ref was definitely on site before the move was even done.
yes.
Or on 8, you're right, before the move was even done. But my thing is man, that one point in this match, you had Lou beat regardless of the shenanigans. You had him down. The referee was at 8. All we needed was the 10. Oh, he seen that Ralph wasn't going to do the fucking... He seen he wasn't going to do the 10 count. He was going to stop it. He seen the ref was going to stop that shit.
Ooh.
My goodness, you know what, man? I need Ling Ling to check in with these referees.
I'm gonna have her check in on you.
I need to get Big Lou's people on the phone. I need to know what's going down because honestly, there's no way in hell that OG Bishop Freeman should have lost that match that definitively. Like, I mean, if win or loss, it would have been a fight, but like, you know what I mean?
You're right. He was benefiting from it.
Yes,
yeah,
he
don't
was.
think Big Lou had anything to do with it, but Big Lou definitely benefited from it. And you're right. So we're not on Big Lou for his people or nothing, but we're definitely on his choices of referees,
yeah.
Because you know you get to pick your referees, and he's been picking this referee a lot.
I wonder why.
I want to know what's up with that. I want to know what's up why he likes affirmative action so damn much.
He's paying him, I bet you.
But OG, thank you for your time, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, letting us know how you feel about the match. We'll talk to OG Bishop Freeman later. We'll also talk to Big Lou later on in the week. But I want to go back now. I do want to go back to this match here, the Inferno match. My boy Corey's been, my boy Ian Davis has been waiting to talk about this one. So let's talk about it, right? Ava and Akira, what the fuck? These ladies with a match of the year candidate, absolutely still in the show, tearing it the fuck down.
Hey.
He said, my man Lou does look like Bane from Batman. Look how juiced up he is. Oh, shit. He said, call him Juice Lewison. Oh, my God. Well,
all I got to say is, when you put them two in a match together, expect the unexpected.
Right.
That's all I got to say. They were both trained in the dungeon. They were both trained at the compound. They both trained in the temples. Akira wanted to go off and do her own thing. She didn't want any interference from her parents. We said, no problem. We'll let you do your own thing. But your actions have consequences. And she found out one of her consequences. They will treat her like regular talent. That's what she asked for.
And I mean, yes, and that's exactly what happened in this one. I mean, Kaeva threw aside the fact that this is the daughter of her own flesh and blood. She threw away aside the fact that they are family, that they are of the same house and everything. And so did Akira. So did Akira. These women said when it comes down to it, it is about winning, it is about showing out, and these ladies showed out tonight. I do not believe that this is the last time they battle for the championship. But my goodness, what a battle.
All I gotta say to the women's locker room, you saw what she did to her daughter. What makes you think that she was not gonna do to somebody who she doesn't like? That she has a problem with?
Most definitely, man. She's gonna absolutely destroy anybody else who stands in her way. Like, look out, women's division. And you know what? We're going to talk about a couple more here while I'm still up in here. This one here, the 7-foot diva Angela, winning the Zone of Honor Wrestling Women's World Championship here tonight. I did not see that coming.
I ain't gonna hold you. That was my pick from the beginning.
Well, you made an amazing pick, sir. I personally did not see it coming.
I watched what she's done over here. You've seen what she's done over in Dragon Pro.
Exactly.
She's become a menace.
She's in there with some game competition. What do you got to say there, Seth?
It's just a lot going through right now. I mean, yes, I haven't been here watching a little bit of them, but I had faith in her.
Word. Well, you know what? Then I must be the only one that got shocked that the 7-foot diva walked away with the title here tonight, because look at all this game competition she was in there with. We've got the former champion Faria. We've got the great young upstart Tia Trey. We've got the queen of poison who's been running through this damn division, Ivy. We've got the only Grand Slam women's champion in the history of smoking with Mell-O Wrestling, the witch Kate Karma. And, of course, the former 4-time Zone of Honor Wrestling Women's World Champion, now former 5-time Zone of Honor Wrestling Women's Champion. My goodness. The Queen Callie Rose. Like, Angela has never even been in the title picture, let alone to come in a match with such stacked odds and walk away with the championship. And I thank you guys for having so much faith in her. But man, this was still a shocker to me. Amazing contest from these ladies. Absolutely killed it. I can't wait to see what else they've got in store.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see who steps up to her next, because that's a tall drink of water.
Oh yeah, the 7-foot diva, Angela, baby. Like, you know, they may joke and call her the 7-foot Harley Quinn, but that girl, she's a force to be reckoned with.
That 7-foot Harley Quinn can hit hard as fuck.
That's right. Make all the jokes you want. This woman is here to stay.
Absolutely.
Man, let's get back to this main event one more time before we go. And yes, you know, Rude Boy Smokey J, Young One, instant classic like I knew it was going to be. Zion X, Platinum Perry Silva, my God. Yeah, before we go on and before we get out of here, we got to talk about this for a minute.
We have
to.
My
goodness. These guys
D2.
This was a match of the year candidate if I have never seen one. And Zion X, who would have ever thought such a peaceful, peace-loving man like the leader of the Rasta Nation could be capable of such ruthlessness, capable of such like grit, determination to keep the championship with the Rasta Nation.
He was determined.
He really was. And to beat him in a match that, quite frankly, neither one of them have been in at all.
Like, yes, absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Seth.
I was just saying, I got a couple questions for Smokey.
All right, brother.
Smokey J, I got a couple questions for him.
Okay.
I was wondering what was going through his head before that match was even announced. You know, how
Oh,
he was
what, the
feeling
match?
showing up.
The match with Young One?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on. I was waiting to ask a couple questions.
See, it's one of these things, man. I told him I'm the veteran for a reason.
Right,
I told him I'm getting too old for the sideways challenges for a reason. I told him that this is not what he really wants for a reason. That he should try to get himself in there with a lot of these other young gunner championships. He don't want the smoke over here. But he lit the blunt and he wanted the smoke, and then he coughed in the end. He choked on it.
Right.
So I can't help that he choked on it, man. You know what I mean? That's not my fault. Still, you're smoking with Mell-O Wrestling Champion. They ain't a rude boy. I smoke it, Jay. As they love to say in America.
So, I have another
Yes,
question for Smokey.
Okay. You got another question? Go ahead.
Smokey, if you can defend that belt, and this is just, a random question. If you can defend that belt in a triple threat with any of the other guys on both shows, who would your two opponents be? And why?
Well, right now, see, this is the thing. I'm about the right now. And that's not saying it's going to be the same opponents in the future. That's not going to say it's the same opponents next week. But you know who I would love to defend this title against this week in a triple threat? I would love to have Abbott in that damn ring with me. I would love to have Dangerous Damian Ray in that ring with me. Because those two boys have been talking a lot of mess. They've been talking a lot of trash. And I'm ready to finally whoop they big ass.
Go.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions for Smokey?
All right. Well, hey, Smokey up out of here. You know what I mean? And we look forward to seeing what he does, man. Like, if he can get that match to take off. If not, I'm sure he'll wind up running into them two at some point down the road.
Some point.
But, man, before we get off of here, this is the one I want to talk about the most, man. I can't believe what we witnessed here tonight. Byron Parsons walking away with the Super Dragon Wrestling World Championship. Who's seen that coming? Because I know I didn't.
Hey.
See, I saw that match, and I was kind of pulling for CJ.
I was pulling for myself too.
I was about to say, I think we were all like kind of low key pulling for CJ or Akane in that one. Me personally, I was pulling for Akane. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see him finally rise, but
See,
in the end, Mr. LGBTQ Fabulous.
see, that's where I see different with you. I was pulling for CJ.
We were done with the main show Vel. We were just coming back to talk a little bit of shit before I got to get up out of here.
See, I was pulling for CJ or Buster.
I ain't gonna lie, I was pulling for my man Akane. I wanted to see him rise to the occasion. He talks a big game, and
He really does.
Back it up. Like, I want to see him back it up one day. You know what I mean? And OG Bishop Freeman is in the process of being in the gym, changing some things up about his the way that he approaches things. He might even show up with a new look and everything, man. So be on the lookout for that. And Vel can't get your new look, CJ. There's something about it. You're gonna have to change something.
All right, yeah, I'll put them up. I'll change it because I got the updates up. I'll check them out.
But man, give it up for Byron Parsons, y'all. This was an absolutely amazing match. This was an absolutely amazing show from pillar to post, baby. Like,
Definitely was.
they tore it down out here tonight. He said it's the mask and stuff.
All right, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Okay. He knows what you're talking about. He'll handle that. But, all right. Hey, listen, I do have my daughter on the phone, y'all. So I do got to cut this yapping session a little early.
That's what's up. I'm
what-
gonna go live in like, I don't know, maybe an hour or two.
Okay, hey, be on the lookout for Dragon Pro going live in about an hour or so. Kick back, relax, kick your feet up, and watch my boy. That's show enough. We got to get up in there.
All right, y'all, check out everybody's show
tap
too.
into Vel's PLE, man. It's almost over. Go tap in right now. He's on the Twitch, man. Look up Travell Daniel 2023.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy then.
All right, man. Everybody have a good night, yo. I'm glad y'all came through for the yapping session. We'll have another one of these next time. This has been Smoking with Mell-O Game.